Okay, hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. This is a Zoom call for Hannah D'Antoni Kern's team only. We are the Freedom Dealers. This is Hannah, and I'm a Gold Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And I wanted to share some tips with you guys on how to jumpstart your business. So the majority of you guys, well, the ones that are going to be watching this recording, either just started their business or maybe started a couple weeks ago and kind of needs to wrap their head around how to get started and how to really work this business. It can all seem super overwhelming for a lot of people whenever you're first jumping on board. That's totally normal. But just to think that you have your entire journey to learn things and have the practice and the encounters with the certain people that you're going to be running into, that some of the things will just come with practice and with knowledge. So the number one thing that I actually wrote down a few of these pointers that I wanted to share with you guys. There's probably 7 or 8 of them, and not really in any kind of specific order, but these are some of the things that I feel like if you take initiative to do now, your business can flourish later. The number one thing I think you guys should start doing is becoming very familiar with the products you're currently taking right now. I know there's, like I mentioned, a ton of things that you guys will be probably overwhelmed with being added to all of the Facebook group pages, all of the group messengers, trying to figure out the back office, trying to learn more about the products. It's a lot. So what you can do now is just focus on the products you're currently taking and getting really familiar with those. It's probably 3 or 4 products that you're taking, but in order for you to be able to share properly with people, they want to know that you're giving them honest feedback, because clearly you're not going to join Plexus and try all 15 products right off the bat. And that's totally okay. Just remember that you have really close friends and family that probably would want to try these things also, that you can share the other products with, just so you can get some honest feedback from them during the start of your journey. It'll take some time to get used to some of your products. We're going to be honest, like, we're not doctors, we're not scientists. We don't have to know and memorize every single ingredient in all the products. I've been an ambassador for a year and a couple of months now, and I don't even have all the products or the ingredients in the products memorized, and that's okay. It's a quick 2-second look over to our back office or texting my upline to ask a question, and you can find the answer that way. But just remember, just to get comfortable with the ones you're taking first, kind of understand how they make you feel, what they taste like, and kind of your routine in order for you to start sharing with other people. Number 2, watch the product video. Plexus Corporate just came out with an amazing product video that I have the link to that I'll share in the group messenger after this call, so you guys can watch that. This is going to be an overview of all the products that Plexus has, and it's really updated. It's short and sweet, 5 or 6 minutes, and you can even share this link with some of your potentials that might be interested in learning more about the products as well. It's really helpful. It shows how to make the certain pink drink or to take the pills and capsules, and I feel like you guys can kind of get your head around what we offer without having to just sit through and looking at the back office trying to figure out what does what. I'll send that link as well, but take a second to look at that video. That's going to be really helpful for you guys. Number 3 is watch the training video in the back office. There is a training video that is probably 5 or 6 minutes long, but it allows you to get comfortable with how to operate your back office. Since you guys are new, you probably don't have any ambassadors or customers in your back office just yet, but you will. I've been an ambassador for a year now, and I have over 60 or 70 people on my team, so I am in that back office probably 4 out of the 7 days out of the week. This is going to be such a great tool for you to use, not just for you to keep track of your customers and your ambassadors, but there's a huge resource tool in the back office called Knowledgeables and Communication. Become familiar with that and just play around with it, just so you know how to operate, where to find things, because this is also going to be the place where you're going to be ordering your personal products too. Being in Plexus and being an ambassador, customer service is a huge part of our role, and sometimes we're going to have customers that ask questions like, when's my next shipment going out? Or I got an email that said my products were shipped, but I can't find the tracking number. Where do I find that? Or how much does a certain combo cost? We want to be able to give them an answer pretty quickly. So make sure that you become familiar with that and watch that training video. Next is start sharing now, right now. Start sharing these amazing products and this opportunity. A lot of you guys have joined this team a couple weeks ago and are already starting to do that, and I love seeing that. The quicker you begin, the quicker you're going to see results, and the quicker you're going to achieve that goal. Whatever goal that is, whether it's just to pay for your monthly products or eventually go diamond with this business and have the biggest financial freedom and income that you could ever imagine. Just remember that we are shares people, not sales people. So if you join this company thinking you have to be some crazy salesperson and have all of these secret techniques and strategies of how to close the deal and pounce on all these people and share the products, it's not really how this works. We like to call ourselves shares people. We're literally just falling in love with a product, having crazy passion about a company, and talking about it. That's all it really is. It's super simple, and we want people to understand that whenever we're promoting the opportunity. We don't want this to be like another 9-to-5 sales job where they're going to have to learn all of these tricks and tips about how to be a salesperson. This is just really not what that is. We have people in our business that are nurses, police officers, that are stay-at-home moms and dads, that are teachers, that are salespeople like myself. It's pretty much, it comes from all walks of life. So you can really be successful without any type of background or degree or any type of certain experience. You just have to fall in love with something and talk about it. So have that mentality. This nation is not saturated whatsoever. There's probably there was a statistic the other day that I found 1.9% of all Americans don't or only know about Plexus. So that means there's so many other opportunities out there for you to start sharing and talking about this. This is a newer company, so you're coming in at the ground floor, which is a perfect timing for you to get your foot in the door somewhere because it's not saturated, like I said. So tons of opportunities out there. Next is probably the most important one that I want you guys to take away from this call is establish your why. Your why is going to be your motivator. Mine, however, is ever-changing, which is okay. Yours probably will be ever-changing too. It's good. The longer that you're in this business, things will change. Situations will alter in your life. You might achieve a certain goal, which was your why in the beginning, and then you can now find a new goal whenever you have established a certain rank, or maybe you can quit your full-time job one day and find another reason why you're still doing it. Initially, when I first started with Plexus, I was looking and noticing at my friend Emily's Facebook post a ton on social media. She was ranting and raving about this business, and the products were helping her lose weight. She was feeling amazing, and she was promoting really quickly. And I was recently engaged, so I had a wedding to pay for. And for those of you that are similar to me and have been planning your dream wedding since you were 4 years old, you understand that weddings can be really expensive. I was pretty much planning my Pinterest wedding, and so there's a lot of things that I wanted to get done and accomplish, and that was expensive. So when Emily was telling me about the financial freedom she was getting with this business, I was like, hop on board, yes. Let me try the products first. So 5 months into it, I was just a customer. And I was taking my products consistently. I fell in love with them, and I realized, all my friends were asking me about these products that were helping me lose all this weight. And I was like, I'm not really an ambassador. I don't sell it, but my friend Emily does. And then 3 days later, after this party I had attended, when 3 or 4 girls were asking me what I was doing, I kind of took a step back and I was like, okay, I could actually make some really good commission off of this if I just tell and share with my friends. So a Tuesday night, I signed up, paid $35, joined this awesome team, and I had my first customer that evening. And so that's pretty much what it was. I mean, I had talked to these girls about Plexus before, and I wasn't shoving it down their throats. I had just mentioned it, and I was falling in love with it because I was talking about it, and I had my first sale. So that's pretty much what it was, and that was how simple it was. So coming into my point of, I don't really know what my point was. Oh, my why. Kind of figuring out, the reason why I did that was because my wedding was so expensive and I really, really wanted to be able to pay for that. Well, 7 months later, I paid for half of my wedding myself. And by the end of the year, I had brought in enough income to do that and put away some in savings to pay for my student loan debt and all of these things. Now that that's over, I have a new why, and my why is to build my dream home and to eventually have enough financial freedom and time on my hands that I can quit my full-time job and get to work this business full time and kind of put more of my effort into my awesome team and grow with you guys together. So establish your why. We're all here for different reasons. Whoever you joined under, whoever your sponsor was that shared Plexus with you at the very beginning, you had a reason in your mind that you were constantly thinking about whenever you saw that sponsor's post on Facebook, or whenever you finished that phone call with your sponsor, whenever they first initially talked to you, you had something in your mind about, this would be good for me because whatever that end of the sentence is, that's your why, and that's going to keep you motivated, and that's going to get you through the tougher days, or when there's a naysayer or someone that's kind of not really 100% supporting you because they're just not as educated enough within our Plexus company or about our products. They're going to probably be the ones that might stump you. But if your why is strong enough, and if you have enough belief in that and you remember that, that'll help you get over those nasty days and continue to help you grow and share and be bold and proud about this business. That was a long one. Sorry about that. The next is kind of a really cool one. It is noticing context clues. So you could be in a conversation with somebody, and this idea kind of allows me to be bold without being scared. So a lot of the times we have this idea that I'm just going to go be bold today. I'm going to tell everybody about Plexus. I don't care who it is. I'm just going to be super strong and mention to them what I love about Plexus so much. And then you come into a situation where you can share with someone, and then you kind of bite your tongue and you're like, oh gosh, it's super awkward. I can't do it. And then you walk away. Last night, I have a story. Jake and I are moving out of our house. We were trimming trees. We were cleaning out the garage, doing all these things. And my neighbor walked over. She is more of like an elderly woman. She's super sweet and has been our neighbor for a long time. So we're really close with her. And she was walking over, and we were chatting for a little bit. And she brought up the conversation about her blood pressure and how she just got back from the doctor's office because she's been working part-time, and it's just been so hard on her, and her blood pressure is just skyrocketing to over 300, which is a lot. And I immediately was like, stop right there. Not really, but I was like, this is my ticket. I mean, God is literally showing me, you need to talk to this woman about Plexus. He's giving this to me on a silver platter. So I couldn't help but to say, have you ever heard about Plexus? And of course she's like, no, what is that? Oh my gosh, well, it was intended for diabetic patients, and they had great studies and great results with it. It helped lower their blood pressure and stabilize their blood sugars, and you would just absolutely love it. Let me go inside and grab you some samples and a brochure. So today she tried it, and I haven't yet followed up with her, but I gave her 2 samples, so one for her to try today and tomorrow, just because she's my neighbor, so I gave her a little extra. But I know she's going to love it, and this woman is literally talking to me about her struggles and about how her blood pressure is so high and how she has to take all these medications. That is a ticket for you to be bold so easily. That's just something that I took notice to because it was a context clue. So any of your friends and family talking about if they're exhausted, if you're at work and people are crowding around the coffee machine just like, oh my gosh, I'm just so tired. I can't wait for this coffee. Talk to them. That is an open door. Reach out and be, I guess, attentive to context clues around you now, because now everywhere I go, I'm listening all the time, waiting for that clue. So hone in on that, because that could really open a lot of doors for you. Another thing is 3-way calls. So a lot of you guys just joined, and a lot of you guys maybe even have some ambassadors under you, which is awesome. 3-way calls are so important. I didn't start doing this until probably this year, 10 months into my journey, and I've realized how helpful that has been for my business and for my team. Because sometimes all you see, all you talk to is that upline, which is great because you establish a great relationship, but this is one Plexus. We're a team and we're doing this together, and sometimes people will join and then add someone really quickly a couple days later. So you guys are both new. You're jumping into this business and journey together from the ground running, which is great, but you guys are kind of doing this together and don't really know where to start. It's awesome to get your upline on a call, and even their upline, just to, collaborate and share ideas and introduce everybody and kind of help everybody become motivated and just kind of get the feel of the group. Set up 3-way calls right off the bat to introduce your upline to your upline, or your downline to your upline, just to kind of get that camaraderie going from day one. That could really, really help. And I'm open to doing that also. I love doing 3-way calls. I've had a ton this week, and I just feel like it's great kind of mojo for our team. So I'm always open to do that. Set up 3-way calls with potentials, especially for those that just joined. Sometimes it can be a little scary to share the opportunity. You kind of want to get your feet wet first to know how to talk about the Plexus opportunity. That, again, comes with practice. It's always great to get your upline on the phone, and you don't even have to say that that's your upline. You can just tell your potential, hey, I have a really good friend that loves this business too, and she's been doing it a little bit longer than me. Can I just get her on the phone really quick and have all of us chat? Because I just joined, and I just want to make sure that I'm saying everything to you correctly. People will respect you better than just for you to get on the call and try to just make up a bunch of stuff that you're not really confident with, and you might lose that potential. So get on three-way calls with potentials. That would be great too. Last but not least, what I want you guys to kind of take away is this idea that you'll never be the person you want to be if you don't act like it, look like it, or sound like it. Start sharing right now to be that Plexus ambassador. Be a proud Plexus ambassador. Our company is legit. Our products are gold, and they can help so many people. If you want to be a certain rank by a certain time, or if you want to promote, and if you want to have the freedom that you're looking for in this business, then start talking about it. Start acting like it. You're an ambassador. You joined for only $35. That right there is something that you can be proud of, and share with other people that you're owning your own business for only 35 bucks. I got pedicures that cost more than that, okay? So be proud about that and be really excited, because people will feed off of that, and that would make you a little bit more relatable whenever you're sharing this opportunity. I hope that kind of helped give you a better sight. I know it was a lot of things that I covered, but hopefully, I know you guys are new, and you have a lot of new ambassadors that are new that is begging for your training and your leadership. So share these with them, and let me know if you guys have any more questions or if you need more input. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Y'all have a good night.